So now you have your idea in mind. You have your income goal in mind. You have your idea, your product idea in mind. You have your customer avatar, your ideal customer avatar in mind. You have tested your product on your ideal customer avatar. You have a marketing and sales plan, working on that, right? And the next step is to give up. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by that in just a minute. The homesteading life can be rewarding and amazing, but it also can be overwhelming and expensive if you don't have a plan for keeping costs low and cash flow coming in regularly. You may be one of the many people choosing this lifestyle to leave the rat race, find balance and harmony in your life. Sadly, many people start homesteading and quickly realize how much money it can cost to maintain a homestead. Unfortunately, some homesteaders figure this out too late, go broke, and quit the lifestyle. While many homesteaders don't go into homesteading to make money, the fact is, if you want to be able to live the homesteading life to the fullest, you need to make it start working for you. You don't have to have acres and acres of land to do this either. What you need is a cash flow strategy that utilizes on-homestead, off-homestead, and online income opportunities. A lot of homesteaders are leaving money on the table because they're not tapping into the income streams that can allow for passive, automated income daily. P.A.I.D. The P.A.I.D Homesteader Academy will show you not only how to get set up on a homestead income plan that includes passive and automated strategies, but it will also help you have a year-round cash flow strategy. If you'd like to learn more about the P.A.I.D Homesteader Academy, go to homesteadincomeplan.com/P.A.I.D. So of course I'm not saying give up on everything. I'm saying give up on one particular thing, and that one particular thing is perfection. You need to give up on perfection. Perfectionism is something that will kill creativity and stifle growth. And although I admire and can relate to those of you who want things to be perfect, it will not help you grow if you think that everything has to be perfect before you continue on. So perfectionism can look like this in your progress, okay? Perfectionism, you decide that the only thing that you can control at this point is a logo or something. Like this is the first thing that you want to do is make a logo for your business. You can do it if you want, if that's part of your creative process, but you work on that logo for 3 months because you think that is going to be the thing that is going to carry your business. It's not. The logo doesn't matter. The logo has something to do with branding, but it's not the end all and be all. What is the thing that will help you progress your business is working on things that have to do with growing your business. So if that is I've talked about before about email marketing, growing your email list is a way to grow your business. Working on your funnels. Now, I haven't talked about funnels, but that is something that will help you automate your business, is having a funnel that's working behind the scenes and it's automated and you don't have to touch it. You just let it go and do its thing. Those are the things that will eventually create income. So it's not working on your logo for hours and hours. It's not working at that perfect Instagram post for hours and hours. It's not those things. So just be sure that as you are moving forward here with your business and your homestead income ideas, that you just are really being focused on the things that cause your business to grow and not getting stuck on the things that do not matter very much, which is a logo. It's nice to have a logo that communicates to your customer well without having for them to read very much, but it's not the end all and be all, like I said before. Let me share what imperfect action, imperfect progress looks like for me and how it's been something that I've been working on for the last few years. Okay, so I have been growing my Homestead for Beginners brand for a while now. It's actually my healthy homesteading brand, and the podcast is called Homesteading for Beginners. And I've been building it for a couple years now. I've had my podcast now for a year and a few weeks. So it's brand new. I mean, as far as like in the podcasting world, it's not very old. It's a 1 year old podcast, but I started with a very shaky voice, and so let me tell you, I did the trailer of that episode of my podcast like 10 times. I don't know how many times I did it, but I cried. There were tears, and it was really crazy. But especially to see now that I've come so far and I feel a lot more comfortable with the microphone and the setup and everything like that. But at first it was very, very hard for me. And I knew, just based on life and my homesteading life, and how progress comes with repetition and doing things over and over again. And I just knew that if I just kept doing it, I would get better and it wouldn't feel so hard anymore. So this podcast right now, this podcast here, is one example of how I took imperfect action and I kept going forward, and I kept, getting better. And I changed some things up. If you've been here a while, I've changed up a few things, but I've always made progress, and that is just the most important part. And this podcast now, it shows up in the how-to section of Apple Podcast charts at around 37 to 40 or something. It's kind of hovering in that area. So I've made it to the charts. I have over 50. This podcast has over 50,000 downloads. And that's a pretty big deal for the age of my podcast and how long for how many episodes I have and all that. So it just goes to show you that if you just keep taking action, if you just keep consistent, if you just keep moving forward, you will progress. And that is true in your business, anything that you start. That is that's just the facts. The Homestead Income Plan group is another area that I just decided one day. I was paying attention to my customer avatar. I was paying attention and watching how people were reacting to my content on Instagram and that sort of thing, and to the podcast and to my emails. I was paying attention to how people were acting, and I noticed that people were very interested in the homestead income portion of my content. Some of my most downloaded stuff is on that topic. And some of my most viral videos on TikTok, well, when I had my TikTok account, they banned me. I don't know if I shared that here or not, but I got banned for no reason. Still don't know why. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. I'm going to help you to not be a slave to social media. But anyway, I had a reel that kept building. Not a reel. I had a TikTok video that kept building because it was very interesting to people. There was a strong, I hit a pain point basically, and I've talked about pain points before. I hit a pain point where people knew that they needed to generate an income. So one of the first things I did, I was realizing this, and I started making more content on homestead income. And then one of the things I did after that was the Homestead Income Plan group. I created the Homestead Income Plan group. I had really no idea whether anybody would really join the group, but now we're almost at 200 members, and it's only been around for a couple of months. I can't remember when it exactly started, but 200 people have decided that is something they need. They want to figure out how to generate an income on their homestead or because of their homestead. So that was imperfect action. I took action imperfectly. I didn't know whether it was going to be successful, whether it was going to work. And I've done this over and over and over again in my business journey, my homesteading journey, and my horse ownership journey, everything. So I really encourage you to understand that there's going to be times when you're going to feel like you're working so hard at something. But what I want you to do is stop and make sure that you're working hard at the right things. And I can help you too as well. The P.A.I.D Homesteader Academy, I haven't really mentioned it on this podcast yet, but the P.A.I.D Homesteader Academy is a program that I have coming up in September, and you will be able to join this academy and get the information that I have accumulated over the years. The Academy is going to be a way for homesteaders and homestead dreamers to start with an idea, or, I'll help you with the idea generation process all the way through the launching and relaunching process of your product idea. And I will help you to create a 3 homestead income strategy that will help you to be more sustainable and be prepared in case things happen, like we've talked before. That will help you to be more sustainable and prepared. There will be more about the P.A.I.D Homesteader Academy coming soon on this podcast, but if you'd like to watch the free webinar that I have, that will be live on this Friday, which is September 1st at 2 p.m. Eastern. If you're in the Cultivating Cash Flow Challenge, it will be within that challenge. The live stream will be in there. But if you are not in the challenge, you'll also have access to it through a private YouTube link. So if you're interested in it, I have a link in the description, and you can sign up to get the link to that live stream. There will be a replay as well. So I will make sure that if you sign up for the event, you will get the replay if you can't make it live. But it'll help you to understand what the P.A.I.D Homesteader Academy is about. Let me tell you what P.A.I.D stands for, okay? It's passive, automated, income daily. That's what P.A.I.D stands for, and it is the way I'm going to help you work on a strategy, an income strategy that has that in it, okay? It doesn't mean that everything that you'll be doing is passive and automated or income daily, but it will allow you to have a strategy and a plan for the year that allows you to be paid throughout the year, okay? So I'm really excited to share the rest of it with you. I have so much to share, and I want to help as many homesteaders as I can have a paid homestead income strategy. And this will be the way you can get involved with that. So you can also go to homesteadincomeplan.com/paid to sign up there as well. So I hope this is helpful for you. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. On my Homestead Income Plan website, there is a section at the bottom, if you scroll down to the bottom, where you can actually message me directly. If you'd like to do that, please feel free to do it. And if you're a new listener to this podcast, please remember to follow, subscribe, and leave a good rating. That would be awesome as well. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.